All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Soon Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is: Black Power, energy, frequency. Feeling that energy, feeling that frequency. You should become a member. The link right down in the video description says join. Click that link. You get a video introduction, run down on the memberships. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace. 25% off selected items at this time. Official General Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children. Holistic tonics and remedies, African and Kemetic jewelry, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. We got you, family. Shop and save and shop. 25% off selected items at this time. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, Seti University, over 1,000 videos of pure heat, African academics, holistic, holistic, African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. And not only do we have 1,000 videos of pure heat from the general, we also got monumental, but supplemental and instrumental research material, documentaries from the master teachers with an overview by the general. It's nothing like it. You should join immediately. You have so much information that you have access to that will most definitely elevate you in your wisdom and your mental on this planet. You should not do without it. GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. You already know Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live stream. Too hot to handle on YouTube. Too raw for YouTube. And so we had to take it to Patreon. I will be getting down this evening. I take it into the night. You understand what I'm saying? We like ancient scribes and sages, and where we break this information down by candlelight. So most definitely we got some fire we dropping tonight. Even if you don't watch it tonight, you can most definitely watch it tomorrow, become a patron, and get access to that information. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels: King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it, share it with your family and friends. Share with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You'll be up out of there. All right, family. Now we black on the topic today. What's going on in Israel? What's going on in because we see that there's something that the global elite is trying to pull off here. We got to know this. We got to know this. And all the cards is falling. You see, all the cards is falling. You got the United States, releasing money to Iran. Then you got an attack on Israel, and with no intelligence, forehand to stop this attack, which was a massive attack. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like it was 2 or 3 people that snuck over the border. You understand what I'm saying? You talking about hundreds, if not thousands of armed soldiers coming across the border, attacking, over 20 some cities without a response for hours and hours. Some up to 5 hours didn't even have a response. I said, what kind of shit is this? This is intentional. You see, goddamn. This is supposed to be the government. In no way. If you got an intelligence community, and you mean to tell me this is the best that they could do, and this so-called Mossad and is touted as one of the greatest intelligence agencies on the planet, and you mean to tell me when you look on the news, watch it, you can see the Arab, everybody got a cell phone, everybody talking, goddamn bombs is dropping, and they on the phone when the motherfucking bomb dropping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so you mean to tell me, so they chitter chatter, that's all they do is chitter chatter, and you mean to tell me that they've been planning this for since August, and you can see everybody on a cell phone chitter chattering, and you mean to tell me that you haven't heard anything about an attack this large on this scale with this many people? You see what I'm saying? With this many people, and the crazy shit about it, your border is so wide open that they can they over there knocking the walls down. What the fuck you gonna put a wall up for if you ain't got nobody there to watch the wall? You see what I'm saying? So I mean, what type of shit is that? So they ramming all type of bulldozers and shit and this, that, and into the walls, into the gates, crossing over. And you mean to tell me nobody's blowing the horn? Nobody's blowing the horn. Nobody hit a button and say, it's going down. You see? You mean to tell me that, these militants could, be in cities inside of Israel for over 5 hours unmolested before anybody show up? 5 hours? Wow. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. That was intentional. There is no way, because I mean, you talking from the soldier all the way up to the cabinet. You see what I'm saying? You mean the whole, you talking about from the soldier all the way up to the cabinet. Nobody responded. You see what I'm saying? That shit crazy. That shit crazy. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? In a nation that's being threatened all the time. With a nation that's being threatened all the time. Now, if it's tools and fuels, but you got to understand that's critical for a motherfucker to get across your border like that. Knowing that they speak about decapitating your ass every day, and you would have your border so wide open that hundreds, if not thousands, of militants can cross into unmolested. Man, it got to be some motherfuckers in the elected chair for that. You know what I'm saying? Because that literally could have been a decapitation. You know what I'm saying? Some people, some people, that could have been truly as devastating as it was. Yeah. As devastating as it was, it could have even been more devastating. I see they say they want to erase Hamas. You know they do. They do. And so, they want to erase each other. Neither one of them is legitimate. You see, a lot of people say, I hear a lot of people speak about where Israel is You know, what they doing to the Palestinians and yeah, they doing it. Yeah, of course they doing it. But goddamn it, the Palestinian and the Arab been doing it to our people. So what? I mean, what the hell do that mean? You know? Yeah, yeah, and but I mean, what do they expect? You know, when Hamas went in there and they shooting missiles and shit and this that, and for whatever reason, I'm not here to say who right and wrong. I'm not here. I'm just looking at it from a military standpoint, motherfucker. Motherfucker, if you come in, you got the balls, and like I say, they obviously, you listen. Some of them motherfuckers in that Israeli government, some of them motherfuckers in that Palestinian elite, they are in cahoots. They are in cahoots. That's what I believe. You see, and they allowed it to happen. You see, they allowed that. No, I can't conceive. I cannot conceive a failure. That's too massive of a failure. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, not even to have soldiers to hit the horn. You see what I'm saying? You mean to tell me y'all ain't even got soldiers? And the fact that the leadership of government would have, such wide areas of where there was no goddamn soldiers. You see what I'm saying? That why in a nation that's being threatened, you got Syria here, Lebanon here. You see, you got Hezbollah over here. They shooting shit. You see what I'm saying? You got to attack. You attacking Syria. You attacking Lebanon. You attacking Gaza. You see what I'm saying? You attacking all these areas. You know you got to stay on guard at minimum. You got to have motherfuckers. They're just like when you have a fort and shit. You have to keep. They have stations. So I don't know, every half a mile, every half a mile, you got a station and shit. You know what I'm saying? And where, and if you see something, you got to have a station where a motherfucker can hit that horn and at least and say, man, they here, they on the way. You ain't even got that. You ain't even got that. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you didn't have no soldiers, say the fence had alarms. That's right. Yeah. Even if you ain't got no soldiers, you see what I'm saying? You got, you send in the helicopters. You see what I'm saying? You fly your planes and shit. You let motherfuckers know we see you, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And send them, a wake-up call. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't got no soldiers there. If you know what I'm saying? They here. Where the motherfucker had to say they here? Why does it take so long for the chopper's supposed to go in the air? You know what I'm saying? The chopper's supposed to go in the air immediately. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like that where you got motherfuckers, you're going to need the chopper. So you're going to bring the choppers in. You know what I'm saying? You got the gunners on the side of the choppers and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's most definitely you whacking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Where they at? Where they at? And you mean to tell me they didn't ran into 20 cities or small towns? You see? You know what? They say it's a holiday. I don't, you know what? There's no excuse. There's no excuse. you know, being a holiday ain't no goddamn excuse. War don't have no goddamn holiday. You know what I'm saying? War ain't got no goddamn holiday. You see what I'm saying? Shit. So you know, just because it's just because it's a holiday don't mean shit. The crazy shit about it is that, you know, 50 years ago on the same fucking day, they had another attack like that on the same day. You know what I'm saying? On the same motherfucking day, they had an attack like that 50 years before. So that right there alone should let you know, like, you know, motherfuckers might be trying to, you know, pull some shit off, but war ain't got no hot, you know, no fucking, you know, if niggas is beefing, I don't, you know, nigga, you gonna check out, you nigga, you know what I'm saying? If you hear some shit outside, I don't give a fuck if you, nigga gonna look out the window. You know what them niggas gonna, you know, check to see what the fuck is going on. Ain't no way. And so, you know, but what they saying is that the receipts is there, that Iran it helped them to plan. You see? And if they did, then they should, you know, then goddamn it, they should, you know, they should retaliate them. I mean, that's the reality. You see what I'm saying? You know, and it seems like Biden, he don't really want no smoke, you know, or they playing games with reality. Either they scared or they don't want no smoke. Either Iran got a nuclear bomb. You see what I'm saying? They keep saying they're going to try, but they were saying that shit about North Korea. They was going to do everything that they could to make sure that North Korea didn't, them motherfuckers, now they got, you understand, they got about 50, 60 of them motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? They got about 50, 60 of them. So, okay, they saying that. And so I believe that, and because Russia is right there, and, you know, and that don't mean that Russia would, because they know eventually that they could fall out with Iran. But, you know, Iran and Russia and them, they from, and you could be from the same bloodline. They from the same goddamn bloodline, but it don't make no difference because you got Arabs against and you got Arab against Arab. It don't make no goddamn difference. You see what I'm saying? So they don't want to arm too many motherfuckers where that they, if they fall out with them, then you got a nuclear, you know, you got another nuclear enemy. You see, that's even closer to your borders than even the United States or even NATO or whatever. You see what I'm saying? So that, you know, but, you know, ain't no doubt about it that, you know, that either China helped to, you know, to boost North Korea's technology, got them to the nuclear stage. It ain't no doubt about it. Most of these nations, they say Pakistan, United States helped boost them to the nuclear, you know, in India. How did they get it? You see what I'm saying? How did they get the, you know, the ability? Now, I know scientists, they got scientists just like the European. But, you know, a lot of that shit you can't just develop in a generation or two. You got to have some help. You see what I'm saying? If you're going to get it to where you need it to be. You see, before somebody jump on your ass and you know, it's worthless to you. You got to have it, you know, to an advanced state. You know what I'm saying? Where someone be having they had the ability to make a nuke, but they don't be having the missile technology. You understand what I'm saying? To get that motherfucker off the ground, you know, to put the warhead on the motherfucker and you know, and had, you know, because, you know, you can see North Korea, they've been failing. You know, they try to shoot the motherfucker up and it ain't, you know, it's not, you know, it's not getting off the ground like it's supposed to. So you can mix the shit together, But can you put that shit on a missile? Is the motherfucker gonna get to the target? This, that, and the third. So, it'd be a fight against time for them to do that. So ain't no telling. Iran very well may have gotten to that stage too. You see what I'm saying? They very well may have gotten to that stage too. Is the United States scared? You see? Is they scared? And so when we look here, we see a lot different. The cities in the red is supposedly is some of the cities that, that the militants ran up in. You see what I'm saying? They ran up in all them cities. Oh, and even more from my understanding. I keep saying cities, but towns. Let me correct myself. Towns. You see, and you see the dotted lines is Gaza. You see, and you got 2.5 some million people in there, so it's heavily, densely populated. You see what I'm saying? So for them to have to go in there, and you talking about all them buildings and shit up in there, and you got to go from building to building, and that's gonna be some real treacherous urban warfare up in there. You see what I'm saying? But now we talking about Iran, nuclear facilities they got. Now Israel I believe they've been crossing over in there and hitting their ass. So they can't be they can't be too advanced in what they're doing, because if they did, they probably would strike back. Ain't nobody gonna let you just come in their goddamn nation and strike like that and don't strike back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Iran do have, but and then you give them $6 billion and shit and this, that, and the third. Ain't no telling what they're gonna buy from Russia, what type of technology that they're gonna buy from Russia with a couple of them dollars. And then Russia probably ready to give it to them any goddamn way. So they, because they're gonna need some help. They're gonna need some help. You see what I'm saying? When it come down to the get down. And so you see they showing how Iran been flying all type of, they be breaking shit down, missile components, and they be flying that shit, commercial. You know what I'm saying? That's their way of, they'll put the shit on commercial planes and fly the shit in. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be, they'll break it down, fly it into Syria and shit, and in Lebanon, and and get and put it together, and then they'll take it on down there to Gaza and shit, and lace them and shit, and this, that, and the third. But when you start looking at the military now, Iran got a nice size military. They do. They got over 575,000. And that's active personnel. Then they got about 350,000, 400,000 reserve personnel. I believe a lot of their shit is, older. You know what I'm saying? They probably got a couple new things, but they probably got a lot of old shit. Where Israel, got a lot of newer technology, more advanced technology. But that's, you talking about 507, you talking about 1 million motherfuckers if it come down to it. And so, yeah, that's something that, most definitely, you're going to have to deal with. So if Israel was to go to war with Iran, I would like to know what kind of fucking war that would be, because I can't see, and I just don't see how, they're going to be able to go in there like that with that larger force and shit. Iran having. So, that's going to pull the United States in. That's going to pull the United States in, because they just can't let them jump on. They ain't going to let them jump on them. And, Israel and whoop them up like that. They ain't going to let that happen. So, the greater war that could come out of that. You know what I'm saying? The greater war that can come out of that. And, fighting, now if Hezbollah come in, and which is, proxies of Iran that's in Lebanon and Syria, you see, if they come into, the fray, and I believe that's why the United States sent them damn ships over there. You know what I'm saying? Because, they didn't want Hezbollah to take advantage of the situation. You know what I'm saying? You looking over here and then a motherfucker sneak you from behind. And so I believe that's why they sent that aircraft carrier where they sent the whole goddamn what they call it, a strike force over there. So they got fucking destroyers and they sent the whole goddamn strike force over there. You see what I'm saying? So, and that Russia is in Syria. You see, they over there in Syria, and so, ain't no telling, and Russia get to talking shit, you know what I'm saying? It could get ugly. It could get ugly, you know what I'm saying? And, you got Turkey over there, and they wishy-washy. They supposed to be with NATO, but they sit on the fence so goddamn much. You know what I'm saying? You don't know which way Turkey liable to go. Whether they're going to go with Russia, whether they're going to go with NATO, you just don't know. You see what I'm saying? And so, now a lot of people don't know that Israel is supposed to have something like 90 goddamn nuclear bombs. You see what I'm saying? And so, if it get to where they on their heels, and you know what I'm saying, will they drop the goddamn bomb? And I believe they will. I believe them wicked motherfuckers will drop the goddamn bomb. You say a fleet? Yeah, a fleet. But appreciate it. I didn't see family in there. What's up? I hadn't looked down here. What's up, Winston? What's up, family? Appreciate you. Yeah, they out there warring. That's all right. That's all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with the team. I'm rolling with Black Power. That's what I'm rolling with. You see what I'm saying? I'm just here, as a, and looking at the situation for what it is. You see the United States, a lot of people, they got a lot of things to say about them until they show up at their door. You understand what I'm saying? If you go, they say in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. That's what they say. Yeah. Say 2 of them was black. Yeah, they killed 9. Oh, okay. I heard they killed 9 Americans, but I didn't know 2 were black. What the fuck was they over there doing? What was they over there? Was they? I had to dig off into that. You say, where's IU? Where's ISUPK? The motherfuckers don't want to go. They don't want no smoke. They talk about that. They talk about the man. They talk about that white man. But you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't. Listen, we talking about if you're gonna deal with him, deal with him. But you know what I'm saying? But most of these motherfuckers, when they say they talk shit, motherfuckers show up to the door and motherfucker, and can't even motherfucker running and hiding. You see what I'm saying? They running and hiding and shit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker, they come to the door, ain't no door, they ain't no door. They just knock the door off the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You see? They say cross this line and motherfucker come across the line. Then you draw another line, come across, motherfucker come across that line. You understand what I'm saying? You draw another line, motherfucker say come across, and cracker come right across that line. And you didn't drew so many lines, motherfucker. You in the ocean. You didn't drew yourself into the ocean. You keep going back and back and back. You see? Yeah. It's gonna get down to the get down. It's gonna get down to the get down. They can bomb, but when they have to go down there on the ground and them lights is out, it's gonna get ugly down there. It's gonna get ugly down there. And so, but we just got to this is only for us to see how the world is operating. You see what I'm saying? And how this shit, the greater war, and you can see, all these wars that's going on. You see how vulnerable a state we in. Shit, you know what I'm saying? How vulnerable a goddamn state we in. Being surrounded by all these crazy ass Cro-Magnon Neanderthals. You see what I'm saying? You say Germany? Yeah. You say you're going to see Germany in effect? Yeah, I don't know. Germany, what Germany got going on? Germany got some smoke. Germany got some smoke. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, family, but this was just to open up our eyes to strategy. You see, in looking at the and so study that ground war. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Yep. Study. You say okay. We'll see. Study that ground war though, because that's what it's gonna come down to. You see what I'm saying? And watch the players. Watch the players out there. You see what I'm saying? Watch the players. If Hezbollah come in there, that could bring Russia, especially if they attack goddamn Syria. Because you know what I'm saying? Russia's in there, but if it grow to a greater war, and which brings Hezbollah into that, and they in which they got a lot of bases in Syria and Russia in Syria. It could bring Russia in along with Iran. You see what I'm saying? It could bring Russia and Iran in, and so you don't know that. Like I say, it could get ugly. You see, I don't know if Russia want none. I don't know if they want some of that war or not, because they already over there getting their head beat on in Ukraine. So I don't know if they want to extend themselves on that level or not. You see what I'm saying? But all I could tell you is just keep your eyes on the board, because it could get ugly. But we got one more for the night, and we're going to deal with a historical understanding of who the land actually belongs to. And I want y'all to come right black. This is General Sarah Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beat, daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.